Tirelessly on your plan to let the world know what you don't care for, and only assholes would dare disagree. One day you gave my content a click, decided you hated me, jumped on my dick, and now you ride me like a roller coaster. Please stop bullying me, I'm too fragile to read these mean things. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. Yeah. Thanks for pointing out that I gained some weight. I hate to disappoint you, but I already lie awake at night and wonder why I suck in life. I swear I'm fine, I'm dead inside. Call me shit, but nothing compares to the voice in my head that has always lived there. Get in line, you fool, it's nothing new. I'm just a tool like you that hates me too. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. Yeah. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaru nai.
Good morning, coffee beans. Man, I've missed you guys. And I'm sorry we didn't have really any peepaw streams over the weekend. I guess the only thing I can explain it is my battery was dead, literally dead. And I thought that getting a really good night's sleep and stuff like I did Friday night, like I slept like a teenager. I didn't get up to I went to bed at like 9:30 Friday night, and I didn't get up to like 9:30 the next morning. I slept for 12 hours. I don't ever do that. Like normally for me, it's like 6 hours tops, and then I'm up and going the whole day, and I don't go to bed till 10, 11 o'clock the next night. But I don't know if I had just like a little bit of a cold or if my battery was just completely, totally done. But I just crashed, and then I had intentions of doing some more streaming and stuff over the weekend. Like I said, I went and had lunch with my mom Saturday. She fixed a really good lunch, and I was feeling really good. And then uh, I got a bad case of the lazies. There's no other way to explain it. I just kind of got lazy and just didn't stream. So I do apologize for that, but um, it is what it is, and so it's water under the bridge, and we're just gonna go on with it anyhow. So uh this morning, man, what a show we have lined up for us this morning. There's a lot to go through, right? A lot to be discussed. A lot of things happened over the weekend that has not been we haven't talked about. So let's just get right into it. So, all right, hang on here. The stupid thing. I made some changes to my machine over the weekend, right? So what happened was, let's see, where is it at here? Hang on here. Do 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 do. Where's it at? Where is? Let me go here, and I need to be grabbing. For some reason, um, there we go. For some reason, uh, so what happened was, let me take this off here. Okay. So what happened was, is I had a Elgato uh, capture device, right, for capturing PlayStation and like my Twitch and all that stuff, right? Or not my Twitch, my Switch gameplay. So and what happened was, it was an internal card, that goes inside the machine. And when I switched over and built the new PC, whatever, and I put it over there, I could not get the thing to work. And I was having all kinds of problems with my stupid computer. It was really acting really weird and whatever. So I kind of finally deduced that it was the internal capture card, and so I ordered got an external USB one, and I got it in this last week, and so I pulled the internal capture card and stuff out, and all my problems went away. So praise the Lord on that one, right? But in process of doing it, some things changed, and so it OBS quit grabbing the monitor that I wanted it to grab. But I think I've got it fixed. Let's see if I go back to it, and boom, there we go. Yeah, okay. So we're golden. We are golden again. No, Abby. Explanation mark. Penis does not get you penis. I'm sorry. That's not. You're on the wrong show for that one, hon. There's no penis on demand here. Anyway, good morning, Nit. How you doing this morning? Let's just talk real quick to the chat here before we get into this. We got Squatchin and Purple, Beth Ann, Picklington. Orson is in the house. John Bon Zombie. Not your typical mom. Gotcha Simp. Maggot Edits. Oh, you're going to make a little appearance here in a second, young lady. Of course, Knit, Carla Green, and Nick. So glad you guys are here this morning, and let's just get into it. All right, so we got a couple of cats doing cat things here, and looks like here, he just says, whoa, knock over the mug, not the coffee pot, you're a lovable jerk, Dave. I wonder if he's talking about DeadOnDave. That looks like kind of like a DeadOnDave, right? You're a lovable jerk, Dave, not a barbarian. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Anyway, so Jeff, it says I ordered an oatmeal for Brady's shirt and was given a triple X large shirt, too small, Riveter. Listen, if you okay, listen, JFA, I don't know if you're trolling or not. All I'm going to say is this is if you ordered a shirt and they did not send you the right size, you will need to contact the shipper and manufacturer, and I'm sure they will make restitution. If you have any problems with them getting it exchanged or whatever, get with me on Twitter in the DMs, and I will be glad to assist you. Okay. But more than likely, knowing you, sir, this is a troll and you're just trying to get underneath my skin, which is not going to work because my battery's recharged and I've got a cup of coffee. And Dave is not knocking over my pot of coffee today. So Jessica Pizzle, courtesy of Maggot Edits, had a little bit of a thing. So evidently she was, this is Slug on the screen. I'm pretty sure this is Slug here. Let me see. Yeah, that is Slug. And isn't that Slug? Maybe it's not. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's Slug because that's his doggo. They're playing some games or whatever. And anyway, so, excuse me. So anyway, this happened.
That Dashy gave Daniel stuff because, oh my fucking God, dude. I swear, fucking Christ. Everybody needs to can we please just mute him? I know this is
It wasn't even me. It was Ella.
It wasn't me.
It was Slug all along.
It was me.
The woman, the femoid.
What the
So for some reason, I'm catching strays on this, right? So Pizzle says, she goes, I blame all of you. I went through all that trouble fixing my mic and it turned on me. And at Riverter, you're the most to blame. Why? Because I recommended a mic that would work with your Chromebook. So I'm to blame for this. Maybe you lay off the beans a little bit there, darling. Anyway. Anyway. No, at least her mic's working good, right? Can we all agree on that for a change? That Pizzle Pop's mic is working good, so that's good, right? She just got to lower that mic sensitivity. Yeah, either that or maybe not have it down there close to her sphincter. One of the two, I'm not for sure. So I don't know if it's not real close to the old sphincter and it still picked it up that loud. Girl might need to go ahead and get her O-ring checked out because she may have blew that some gun right out. So, oh Lord, listen, Sunday, did a stream, had a pot over on Charisma, had a podcast, right? And one of my new friends, Doug, Dragon Kobu, I don't know, Kobuchi, Doug, everybody knows Doug, right? So Doug joined us. I thank you for reminding me, Pizzo. At Peepaw, your mic keeps spiking. Might want to get that. Hey, listen, you need to take that up with Nick. Nick said that the mic was too low. So if it's peaking and spiking for you, you're going to take that up with Nick. So anyway, Dragon Kombucha joined me, and we had a nice little stream. We talked about the lettuce, a little snafu that Linus Tech Tips got into, and Doug was hovering like around high 390 subs or so, and So, he asked, to get him to 400 subs. Well, I'm glad to report that Doug has hit 400 followers. But let's keep that onward momentum, right? So, like, if you are not following Doug, you might want to consider giving him a follow. Let's see here. Let's see if I can, let's see here. Let's go to his channel here. Let me copy this, and I'm going to, there you go. There's Doug's Twitter link. If you're not following Doug, give Doug a follow. He's really a good dude. He really is. He's funny. He's got a pretty good head on his shoulder. He's pretty even keel. And he has my seal of approval. So if that's worth anything to you, like I said, give little Doug a follow though. I like Doug, and I had a really good time hanging out with him and doing a podcast. And I am going to have him on. Doug blocked him for saying his name. Well, JFA, if it was anybody else, I probably would try to figure out some way to get you unblocked. But I don't know, man. You have a bad tendency, my man, of just getting yourself into the worst possible situations with things. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do for you though, but no promises. No promises on that one, Haas. And while I am on the subject of the podcast, had a conversation with Banana over the weekend. He and I had a long conversation, long talk. Banana feels like he's ready to come back. He feels like he's gotten his ducks in an order and whatever now. And I hope that's true. I hope that he's gotten everything. He definitely misses all of our supporters and fans over there on Clear as Mud. A lot of you guys I know are. A lot of you guys are supporters over there as well. Banana and I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. So anyway, Doug Banana says he's ready to come back. So Banana will be back this Sunday, and we're going to continue moving forward. So make sure you tune in next Sunday at 5 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll have Banana back in his chair. So anyway, where's my button at? There it is. But in the meantime, please make sure to like, subscribe, put the notification bells, all the YouTubey things there, right? If you haven't already done so, because I do appreciate all the recent subs and stuff. We're still continuing to move onward and upward. We're getting close to we're getting a lot closer to that 1,000 sub mark, and I'm looking forward to the day that when it does, and I can apply for monetization, and we can really start get this ship moving forward, and we can really start helping people. So we got another Maggot Edits this morning, and on this one, we've got the famous D-Max doing what D-Max does. So let's
I'm gonna scar you guys again. Don't look. I just want the clip of this, honestly.
He was trying to do. I know he did a stream over. He did a stream over the weekend where he was trying to find different songs he could play from his SoundCloud. SoundCloud list. Doing the dance. He's working good. I guess it's his walking stick, maybe? I don't know. I would like to see more of this picture. I want to find this picture of this stick. What the hell, Max? Jeez Louise. Okay. All right. I can't stand much more of that this morning. Good night, Max. Control yourself, sir. Control yourself, for crying out loud. Excuse me. I know JFA mentioned it, but anyway, here you go. Remember, guys, right here above my little, right here.
I can still do it, and I'll whip it out when I need to.
Uh-oh. Banana Grabber. I don't know who this Sneako guy is. All I know is that he's got a punchable face. Hey, Riv. Hey, thanks for the donation there, Banana. Yeah, I would kind of agree with that a little bit. I do think he probably has a little bit of a punchable face. I think that's fair to say. Sure. 100%. Let's see here. Oh, I see Brion's joined us this morning. How you doing, Brion? Joshua Putman. Good morning. Let's see. Jar Dinosaur is there this morning. Welcome in as well. I see is there anyone else popped in that I maybe missed earlier. I don't think so. I think we're all still good there. Good deal. So anyway, the boys over at Now Recording put out a podcast over the weekend where they go into the backstory of Maya versus Repsion. They also talked about Mr. Sin and the real Redsky and about Steve's alive, right? And you know, here's a link to the podcast. I haven't listened to it yet. It's on my to-do list today to check this out. But the reason why I bring it up now versus, you know, at the end of my stream, which is where I hype up all the I hype up all the you know, the different creators and stuff that's got new stuff out there, is that Matt put out a tweet this morning saying that he goes, and of course, like I predicted, we received a privacy complaint. The thing I'll tell you about with I know that pretty much any time that you cover the whole story about with Repsion or Maya or any of that kind of mess, right? You're going to get a privacy complaint. That's something 100% that Jessica Pizzle can testify to. And quite honestly, it's not the only reason, and it's not the only reason why I don't cover it. But it's part of it. I just don't want the headache and I want to deal with it, because bottom line is, whenever you talk about that whole situation, if you don't present it in a light that is 100% solidly in Maya's court or position, you'll have that. You'll have to deal with that. You'll have to deal with privacy complaints and so forth. And to me, it's just not worth the hassle. The second reason why is this is a story that's been going on for over 3 years. And at this point, I think all parties involved simply need to build a bridge, get over it, burn the damn bridge, and never look back, and just go on with their lives. However, me saying that, I'm fairly certain that that will not happen. But anyway, hopefully Matt and those boys over there at Now Recording can get that resolved, get that taken care of. I'm fairly certain, as thorough as Matt is, that any and everything that they used in that podcast is public information. It is stuff that was on Twitter, or it was stuff that was put out on YouTube, and it is public information. There's nothing private about it. I'm fairly certain they did not go to, somebody's private Facebook page or anything like that, right? What in the hell? That is just a tactic. That is a tool that is built into YouTube that Maya is exploiting. So anyway, one last little thing, and then we're gonna get into the Asimo says people they didn't. I have no doubt in my mind that they didn't. I really truly don't. I know how thorough Matt is. I know how Matt does his research. There's no doubt in my mind that everything they did was 100% was above board and was so anyway, this next thing here, this says Disney made a real lightsaber and it looks insane. So let's take a look here. And see what happens.
A true wow moment for our guests and for me. As you can tell, I love firing this thing up as much as I possibly can. No, they told me only twice.
Oh my God! This was a hard project. This was not easy, but it was absolutely worth it because as you can see, this is a way to feel like you're in the film. It is such an iconic moment.
Of course, it's not an actual real live or lightsaber, right? I mean, it's not going to cut through walls or metal or anything like that. It's just got a retractable blade inside the hilt here, and of course, when you power it up, it's got little motors that extend the blade out, and has the mechanisms inside that makes it look like the lightsaber is glowing out like it does in the movies. 10-year-old me, back when in 1977 when Star Wars first came out, I would have been ecstatic about having something like that. You guys can see behind me, I am a Star Wars fan. I have been ever since I went and watched episode 4, A New Hope, back in 1977. I'll just say this. I'm not really a big fan anymore. I don't like the directions that the franchise really took after the mouse took over the property. So my days of spending money on Star Wars or anything associated with Star Wars is kind of over and done with. But if you're if you still like it, you like the series, whatever, that might be something. If you're into collectibles, it might be something you wanna check out. So anyway, all right. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. Okay. Let's talk about Sneako. Now, Sneako was the I guess is the handpicked heir to the throne, if you will, to the Andrew Tate empire, for whatever that's worth. And Sneako has a lot of the same mindsets as Andrew Tate, which is a very misogynistic. He's a very egotistical. And let's not forget, Andrew Tate is currently being detained in Romania for sex crimes, trafficking. I don't know what all, imprisonment. he's just facing a lot of charges there in Romania. And like I said, I don't know all the ins and out and what have you, but irrespective, that's, he hopefully will eventually get his day in court and either prove his innocence or he will be found guilty, and the appropriate, hopefully, punishment will be assessed to him. Okay. But he, for whatever reason, designated Sneako as his heir apparent, right? The prince to the crown, if you will. But the problem is that you have clips like this out here that exist.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, how close was it?
We were on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right here.
on the bed?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
So what did
I couldn't, like, it was, I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. Like I just.
So did that get you out of your cheating ways?
what position?
No. It was missionary. Missionary legs up.
It was missionary legs up?
Legs up, yeah.
Oh no.
Was
That's such
he-
a no.
Was he staring at her, like in her eyes?
Yeah, like deep eye contact.
Oh no.
Deep eye contact. The room, like her and the couple, like we're like, all right, let's switch.
Like his last.
So I got this girl on top of me, and she's, I don't know, yo, I'm just not. And my girl's right here, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
No!
You know what?
No!
I think you should.
I may smack a nigga.
I said the same shit before.
It's gonna be a match.
Oh, hold on.
So what that is a clip from a podcast where Sneako, whatever, was admitting to laying next to his girlfriend who was having sex with this other dude. Basically, being I think the term is a cuckhold. And he was sitting there talking about how it gave him PTSD, sitting there listening to his girlfriend moaning and carrying on because this dude is, as they say, taking care of business, I guess, right? The thought of something like that is so foreign to me that I don't know. I just can't fathom it. I can't wrap my brain around how anybody would be okay with it. Not only okay with it, but encouraging others to allow your significant other to engage in intercourse and you be there in the room watching this happen. I can't grasp this. I don't understand. How is this a good thing? How is this, I don't know, man. It just, I don't know. I don't understand. But irregardless, over the weekend, Sneako put out some tweets, and he says the Taliban might have a point, and he has a picture of a bunch of guys talking about the future is female, right? And of course he's not pro-woman in this situation, right? Then he goes on to say, pattern recognition, this collage is of everyone who advocated for my cancellation. And of course, there's Hassan Piker on here. Some of these guys, I don't know who they are, right? The only ones that really that I'm aware of and know of is Hassan Piker, of course, Ethan Klein, and then of course right here in the center is MoistCritikal, right? I don't know who these other guys are. Hang on here. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. JFA. It's a young guy thing, Riverter. Being raised by the internet and not going outside has made these beta weak and non-aggressive. Sarah Sausage says, in my opinion, no thanks, but it's a lot more common than you think. Joshua says Willie Mac made a video about Sneako and it's his newest YouTube video. Yep, I'm gonna address that here in a second. Joshua. Ellis says he doesn't want women to show their ankles. If you do, he will stone you. Him Maggot Ellis. She's having a hot flash because of MoistCritikal there, Charlie. Similar to why I yell big truck, sorry about your dick size. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I don't know who some of these creators are, but evidently they were all who were kind of shitting all over Sneako, right? So he puts out this tweet, right? And so MoistCritikal, Charlie responds, says, "Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men and also insult you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck." And Sneako replies, "You know in your soul you would never say that to my face." So Charlie goes on to say, "You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now. You goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends child porn." And Sneako says, "You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it." And then MoistCritikal says, "Got your Discord still working on responses? Brother, I have no problem. You started it, and I made fun of you in return. You're upset about publicly admitting to cuckoldery and getting mad at me for bringing it up. You should be mad at yourself instead. Have some self-reflection." So there you go. There you go, right? So this is the video in question that MoistCritikal is talking about, right? Hang on here. Why am I getting texted? Hang on a second, guys. That's my buddy talking. He evidently he messed up his coffee, and he meant to text the guy he's riding to work with. What a goober. So anyway, this is the video in question. This video that Charlie MoistCritikal did was one that he did back let's see, 3 months ago. It was back in November of 2022 is when he put this out, right? And there's a few little segments or whatever that I wanted to kind of watch and kind of go over where he just, the whole thing is he just shits all over Sneako, right? So let's get in.
I mean it when I say I didn't really want to talk about today's topic. It's just some medium rare internet beef that I think is just kind of worthless to go over, but so many people keep bringing it up to me that I feel I should at least talk about it to some extent. So I'll go ahead and cannonball into the septic tank and doggy paddle around for a bit. The main topic involves a banned YouTube creator that I'm sure you've all heard of before. His name is Sneako. A lot of people compared him to like a diet Andrew Tate. He recently got banned, and he still does make content elsewhere. And recently he started targeting me because I made jokes about his friends on the Fresh and Fit podcast, whom I think are beautiful clowns that do some very silly stuff that is entirely entertaining to make fun of. But Sneako didn't see it that way because he's a very sensitive guy, and he started writing their wieners to try and defend a blatantly outrageous story that one of them told about meeting a basketball player at a party, then being invited by that basketball player to a mansion and then fucking a ton of girls at that mansion thanks to the basketball player, which sounds like something a Tumblr account would have made up, and ending with "and everybody clapped." It was such a goof.
Okay, so anyway, that's kind of an intro about let's see, about right in here.
This delusional fantasy where he starts making a statement on monogamy, which of course had nothing to do with the video I made.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship.
This is his girl.
She's a cute girl, right? I think anyone with can admit that she's a cute girl, right? And so, he kind of starts, Sneako here starts kind of trying to shit on Charlie, MoistCritikal, for two things. One, the fact that he is in a monogamous relationship, right? And I think two, he's trying or attempting to try to make light or make some sort of joke about the girl, his Charlie's significant other. Otherwise, why would you do it the way? And two, let's just show how ghetto his setup is, right? Where he's showing his phone. Dude, do you not know how to operate and bring in pictures when you're streaming? Your brain can't quite fathom that, work that out, but whatever. I mean, he's got the little fancy camera where he can reach up and and adjust the focus.
So there you go. I mean, I told you, like, I could hear it in your voice. The fact that someone doesn't have to abide by those rules. Someone could go and fuck a lot of bitches. That it's so foreign to a lot of people's ideas, because when you get brainwashed, when you get told that monogamy is the answer, what the fuck?
Well, okay, so here's what I will say, all right, on the whole monogamy question versus being open and just having casual relationships with a bunch of different people, right? So I guess when you're young or whatever, if that's what you want to do, fine, whatever. If that's what you're old and want to do, fine, whatever, right? I will tell you my own personal experience, right? Having one person that you put time and energy into, and they in turn put time and energy back into you, right? And that you form a cohesive bond with them. And it's not about, that's the problem with these guys like Sneako and Fresh and Fit and a lot of these other people that are out there putting forth Andrew Tate, that put forth this quote alpha male, right? This male dominant mentality. Here's the problem with that. Okay. When you get into a relationship with somebody, right? The relationship, for it to be successful, it has to be a relationship of compromise. It has to be a relationship of give and take, right? There has to be mutual respect between you and your partner, right? You have to have a goal that the two of you ultimately are working towards, right? And there are going to be times when your partner is going to have to be stronger than you, because and really kind of take the brunt of things that are coming, because you need a break, right? Now, traditionally, right, in a quote traditional relationship, there was always this mindset that oh, I'm man, hear me roar, 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 and all that stuff, right? And I think that's, to a certain degree, I still think it is in a traditional relationship, what is deemed a traditional relationship, that is still looked at for the man to be the leader, right, and to be the caretaker of the family and everything that entails. But I don't know so much if that's necessarily. I'll just say like this: in my family, right, in my relationship with me and my wife and stuff, right, it was never a deal where, it was always what I said, period, right. my wife and I would sit down, we would have conversations, we would discuss things. There are times, even to this date, where we each have our strengths, right? We have, and stuff. And there are times where I advocate to my wife making the decision about, this is what, to do here, this is to do there. And then there's times uh, where she advocates to my strengths, right? To where, and so, and that's what a relationship should be, right? Be it your quote traditional relationship between a man and a woman, or even in a relationship that is, a same-sex couple, right? It does not matter. You have to have enough respect for each other to understand that you each will have your strengths and your weaknesses. And if one area a person is weak, hopefully your partner is strong in that area and they can take the brunt of it, right? So, when you try, in my personal opinion, if you're sitting here and you've got a whole string of people, right? I don't care if it's a guy with a bunch of girls that he's stringing along, or if it's a girl who's got a bunch of guys who she's stringing along. It's going to catch up to you. It is not going to end well for you, right? Because eventually there's going to be, there's been too many like sitcoms or reality type, not sitcoms, but like these reality type television shows where you'll have what do you call it? What do they call those? Those relationships where they'll have like multiple people living together as a quote, as couples, right? You'll have like one girl and 3 or 4 guys, or one guy and 3 or 4 women. It never works because emotions and feelings get in the way. You get and it's eventually they're going to bond off with or pair off with just one who they're going to have the most in common with, and then these others are going to feel left out, and it's going to get spiteful and everything. And it gets messy, complicated, right? Let's see here. There's some more here in this video here. Hang on. Excuse me. I think it's like right here. Here we go.
The outrage around this film is misplaced, and it's actually a good movie.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguin Zero, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were going to piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just, deplorable. Come on.
Now, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. No, you can't because my webcam is blocking this out. But what he's talking about here is the movie Cuties, right? That was a movie that was put out on Netflix that had a lot of discourse in and around the movie itself, right? I personally never watched it. I have no intentions of ever watching it. I'm not going to go so far as to say that it is CP or anything like that. I just personally don't understand the need or the desire for anyone to make a video where they have prepubescent young girls dancing the way that they were dancing and getting some of the camera angles that they got. To me, that's very questionable. And irrespective if that was not the, if the director or whatever, if his intentions were not of that nature. The problem is there are people out there that are sick that would watch a movie like that, and it would be something that they would be very interested in because of a sexual deviancy that they have. So to me, I don't understand why even put something out there like that. Of course, Charlie takes this 12-minute video and he continuously just goes in on Sneako. And this video from 4 months ago, well, actually even before they kind of had to beef because of the, like to say, the cuties thing or whatever, they went back and forth or whatever. So he's still out there, coping and seething, as they say, about all this. Now, not to be Willie Mack, okay, kind of winding this down a little bit because we're getting close to that end of the that time of the show, whatever. Willie Mack put out a video. It was one that I haven't finished watching all of it just yet. I got about halfway through it last night, and then I had to go to bed. I was just too tired. And I will finish watching it today. But Willie Mack puts out a 40-minute video, and I'm almost halfway through it. But he really Willie does such a great job at this stuff. He really is. He goes through all the history of Sneako, right? He really breaks it down. He makes it's entertaining, it's informative, and it's very pleasing to watch. Okay, so I'm going to, matter of fact, here. There we go. I'm going to put that in the, there it is. There's the link to the video. Definitely put that on your watch list to get watched. Go check this out. Like I said, I've got to finish watching it. Willie has been promising this video for quite some time. And so, like I say, but of course his work schedule and stuff has changed. I think he got a new job. And it's caused him to it's kind of impacted his ability to make videos a little bit, but this is still a good one. But there again, this is like a 40-minute video. That's a long video to edit and put together, and Willie did a great job. Willie also picked up in this new video here, I don't know if you can see it, he's picked up a new sponsor, Meta PCs, which is a great boutique PC builder. If you're in the market and looking for a new PC, they're a great great company to work with. To go in and you can custom build or buy one right off the shelf. They have some that are pre-made. You can use code Willie Mac. You can also use code BowBlacks. There's Ricky Berwick has a code as well. Bottom line is that Meta PC is a really good supporter of this community and the people in it. I would direct anybody that is looking to for a new PC, whatever, to definitely look at them for any needs that you might have in that area. Xylee Gets Real last night. Let's see, let me make sure this is not yeah. So she did a stream last night. You can see here, this is her last stream here. where she goes over the Willie Mack video as well. So if you are so inclined, definitely go check out Zali and get her thoughts and opinion on that video and what have you. Give like I say, give Zali some love and support. Check her out as well. Make sure you're also checking out the Now Recording, like I said, their latest video. Let's see here. Let me get it pulled up here. Yeah. Make sure you can check out the Now Recording guys. This is their last video. It's still up for now. Like I said, they have received a privacy complaint, but hopefully they can get that rectified. So make sure you go check that out. Let's see what else. Tonight is Monday with Xylee, where they get real on DeadOnDave's channel. We should be live over there. I believe it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure and check out Dave's Twitter, Xylee's, mine, for the all that. Normally we do go live at 7, but it's always subject to change. Something could, someone's schedule could need it adjusted a little bit, whatever. But anyway, make sure you are subbed to DeadOnDave as well, and so you can see that this evening. I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us today. Kind of, I guess, in closing is I would hope that Sneako, whatever his name is, I would hope that maybe he would wake up, as they say, and smell the coffee. But I think that he is too oatmeal brained. His mind's too mush. He has a very twisted, limited view of how the world should be. And I think as long as he is, by the way, I think by the time that I just think that with his mindset, he is. I just don't think he's going to be very happy in life. I think he's going to be very restricted in his happiness. Money is not everything. Having a bunch of women to parade around is not the answer either. Or a bunch of guys, for that matter, whichever, for anybody, it's a cautionary tale. This is not the way to go. Joshua Putman, by the way, accounts impersonating me with my name might try to spam the live stream chats because accounts like that have spamming, and a lot of people think it's me. Just letting you know, those accounts can get banned in chats. These accounts have been saying gross disgusting. Okay. All right. Sure thing, Josh. Whatever. Yeah, exactly, Abby. More hoes, more problems. Sure. Or more guys, more problems. It's not just a one-way street. If you're a girl stringing along guys, or if you're a guy stringing along girls, it just ends up in problems, right? Anyway, I guess you can say I'm very traditional in my views, and that I believe it should be, a monogamous type relationship. I think those are the best type of relationships. Those are ones that, and I know there are people out there who have, they live in a relationship with, multiple people. But those are unicorns, and I don't, they are the exception. They are not the norm. So anyway, hoe is gender neutral. Yeah, exactly. I guess so. Yeah, hoes are gender neutral. Yeah. Anyway, listen, guys. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Glad to be back. I do have some plans to do some gaming streams. I haven't forgot about that. We're going to do it. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my schedule to kind of settle down a little bit. between work and life and doing these, all the stuff that I've got going on the internet. A lot of irons in the fire, and just trying to make sure that I get everything juggled and handled in a way to where it's a healthy balance for all the different ones. So anyway, like I say, there's lots of content out there to consume today, right? There's the Willie Mac, there's the Xylee, there's the Now Recording podcast. D-Max did I don't know how many hour stream yesterday where he was just being goofy and silly, and he did some gameplay and stuff, but he was basically going through his Rolodex of songs that he has on SoundCloud to find out what songs he can use and what songs he can't, what will get cleaned, what won't get cleaned on YouTube. And so go check that out if you're inclined to do it. It was a very just goofy stream. There was no you can actually watch him eat a hot dog. There was nothing phallic about that at all. So if and if anybody was a really good video editor and was so inclined to clip that out and do something with that, they could. I wouldn't. I'm not that type of person, but I know there are people out there that are. So anyway, any news on Drew? Yes, there is some news on Drew. It's not a lot of news, but it's still some news nonetheless. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. As some of you guys may be aware, Drew was over doing an event in Spain. And while he was over there, he was attacked, right? He was, I guess, mugged would be a more appropriate term. They stole his money. They stole his phone. They stole his cameras. They stole everything he had. He was his wallet, his passport, the whole kit and caboodle. He is now back. He put out a tweet as 18 hours ago, rather, that he was back in the UK, back home. He followed that up with a tweet about an hour after that saying that his Twitch streams would begin at 9 p.m. UK time, which should mean he's probably let's see, if he streamed, when was this here? About 16 hours ago. So yeah, Drew is back and he is safe. So that's good. So look to have, I probably need to check out that just to see, maybe he tells the story and what happened there. I'd like to hear it. So check out Drew is sharing over there on Twitch. You can kind of see what's going on there. But anyway, guys, I've got to get out of here. It's Monday. It's time to get back to the grind at work. Soon and very soon, I won't have to be going into work anymore because I'll be retired, and we can spend a lot more time and not be rushed through a lot of this stuff. But anyway, listen, guys, take care. Have a great day. Hopefully today is a great start to a beautiful week for you. And between now and the next time that we see each other, remember to keep your powder dry and to look for me in the funny papers.